if you're a designer, of course, if you are a business or marketing person, you can choose that. Maybe you can define it as well. Just make your profile. And we take a selfie as well. I took a very weird selfie so everyone feels comfortable. As you can see, I am kind of trying to either die or just fall down, but you can take a selfie and just put it in. And then, of course, if you want to also check out a new plugin that we have. So we have stickers for FigJam as well. So what you can do is go to LottieFiles. You can actually run the plugin. And we have access to like over 100,000 scenarios. So feel free to just have fun, introduce yourself, and then just introduce yourself and stick about the presentation. Yeah. And if you have any questions, just feel free to put it here. You can just ask any questions regarding the entire presentations, just put it here. And then, of course, Adi, using the chat, will also try to answer some questions while we actually do the entire thing. So let's get started. So let me share my screen very quickly. We go. Is my screen? My screen is okay. Visible, right? All good.
Yes, we can see it. Yet.
All right, cool. Okay, guys, welcome to an introduction to LottieFiles. Just that you guys know, we're just a very small company, just trying to make sure that we make the animation game easier for everyone. And I'm going to just going through what LottieFiles is. We'll be providing why actually we have a mission to make animation easy for everyone. So in the chat today, so we have, of course, myself. I'm Yamin. I'm from the Maldives. I the global partnership for LottieFiles. So in the morning, I'm a marketer, but at night, I kind of change it to UI UX and motion design guy who tries to make a little bit difference in the world. And in this set, we also have Adi. Adi, do you want to introduce yourself? Wait, I mean,
Yeah,
unmute
sure.
yourself. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Happy to see everyone here. This is Ali from Saudi. So, Ahlan, Lebanon, Ahlan, Beirut. I hope that you guys are going to enjoy the session with us. And as Yaman mentioned, if you have any question, have anything, let's just have a casual chat. Two ways.
All right, thanks, Adi. So before we start, we just want you guys to think of this one main question, and that is, how much time do you actually spend to create and ship an animation in your lives? Just think about it. Do you spend like maybe a few weeks or maybe a few days, maybe a few hours, or you are never able to actually ship an animation now with your products? So the reason we ask is, of course, the traditional way you actually create and implement an animation is you create, you design to your best, you put in 150%, you create that amazing Picasso of a work, and of course you hand it over to someone to actually implement. Of course, which most situations is that you hand it over to a developer who makes a final decision to actually ship out your animation. And most of the time, what we have noticed is that, of course, the developer makes this face, he looks at you, and then he says, no, I can't actually implement your animation. And one of the biggest reasons why we have seen this is because um, from a developer side, these are his reasons. He says the animation will affect your performance. There are compatibility issues. It does not run on his stack. And most of the time, based on the animation format, what he says is it's too complex for him to actually implement. And this is not actually something that we really want to hear, because you really want to put those animations and make your products look amazing. And one of the reasons that we found out that leads to this problem is that there are so much fragmented processes. We involve different people at different stages. They don't know what's actually going on with the product. We don't know what the end person requires from the product. And then we make it multiple formats, hoping that it would be actually published. And these are limited collaborations between everyone who's involved, the different stakeholders who are involved with this. And then there are multiple dependencies, different systems which actually don't talk to each other. And of course, during this entire thing, there are like longer processes, there's multiple reviews, multiple feedbacks that happen. And of course, most of the time, this is what happens. This is the design that you envision to actually put in your products. Looks very amazing, looks really neat, looks really clean, but this is, of course, what mostly happens. Your final result doesn't actually look like the way you have actually envisioned your product. So at LottieFiles, we are on a mission, everyday mission, to make sure that this journey is easy. We want to make sure that you're able to implement an animation on every website, every screen out there. We want to make sure the journey is easy for the one who creates the animation, one who's involved in designing the entire product. Of course, we want to make it easy for the one who is going to be implementing the product. And like I said, we want to make your motions to be implemented really easily. And also, we want to make sure that the process is really fast. So, because in this world today, you need faster production, you need to make sure things are shipped out faster. So, we want to make sure that it is also easy for you to ship out and make it fast for you to ship out the product, any products out there. And the reason why we are so much invested in motion is because motion evokes emotion. It helps people to connect, in different ways. Because motion itself is a universal language. The moment you see motion, you understand exactly what's going on. Because it's it's not you don't need to put a lot of cognitive information inside. It's easy to understand. The moment the duck is static, you might come up to 50 plus conclusions. But the moment it's doing an action, you know exactly what it means. And there are other reasons as well. For example, we also found out that websites with design animations can actually increase user satisfaction by 75%, 78%, which is very, very good number. And other research also says that 68% of users actually prefer websites with animations over those without any animation. So it gives a better message and information. And 75% of devs actually believe that animations are essential in terms of branding purposes and making your websites amazing, according to Stack Overflow. And of course, what we found out is that by using body animation, you're able to actually increase user engagement by 45%, which is very good number. So why this happens is because we found out that using animations is, of course, easy to articulate complex information. If you compare both, we have a text example, and of course, we have one with animations to actually provide exactly what you need to do. So the one with animations is easy to actually understand exactly what you need to do, whereas text you have to read and you have to come to multiple conclusions. And of course, using animations help to explain states. For example, when you have a delivery app and then there's a waiting time actually in between, you're actually able to give a better explanation for the waiting state and give a better information to your user. And of course, it's easy to also influence and attract. So we have these multiple examples. So this is the first one is from DriveU India. The second is, of course, from Duolingo. The third is from Credit India. And you're able to actually influence and attract your users to start using and doing multiple actions as well. And you can also make it interactive. Lotties are actually the world's most loved buttons. So as you can see, you can use it to make these amazing interactions, just to keep your users engaged as well. And not only that, you're also able to easily steal attention as well, just by making those animations. And lastly, it helps you actually stand out. The left one is from Google Home, which uses multiple Lottie animations, more than 100 Lottie animations to make the entire thing. And of course, we have Headspace, and these animation actually help the brand to actually stand out from other brands which are competing in this in their entire product. So using these kind of help you shape your brand, make you give you better brand message, and actually helps you to communicate your brand messages very easily. And here's a secret. What if I tell you that it's now even easier to create animations? And not only that, what if I tell you it's even easier to collaborate now on animations? And what if I tell you it's now even easier to implement these animations? And this is what we're going to show you today using LottieFiles. And we're going to make a very interactive, hopefully an interactive demo workshop where you guys can jump in and actually experience this with us. So conclusion, this is what we all want. We all want, as product designers, an easy way to create an animation. We want a way we can easily collaborate with everyone so that end of the day, we're able to ship out amazing products out there. And this is what we're trying to solve.
In a world where design sets the stage, every pixel matters. Great designers understand the power of motion. Join over 8 million designers and 280,000 teams who've elevated their designs with LottieFiles. Crystallize your vision to reality and embracing the vibrant language of animation. Create a Lottie with ease using the platform of your choice, be it Adobe After Effects, Figma, or the intuitive Lottie Creator. Experience unparalleled collaboration within your team. From initial concept, personalization, optimization, and final deployment. Motion workflows simplified for designers, developers, and teams. LottieFiles integrates with every popular design tool out there. Join the global community that celebrates creativity and joy in every design. Ready to elevate your designs with motion? Think motion. Think LottieFiles.
All right, guys, welcome to LottieFiles. So a lot of people, when we talk to people around the world, when we do these events, a lot of people always have this perception that LottieFiles is just a motion design tool. And to be honest, that's not completely untrue. But we do so much more than just being a design tool. What we're trying to create and what we're trying to explain today as well, with every step of the way, and we hope you guys can learn and understand, is that we are working to become a motion design ecosystem, a place where you can come in, you can discover animation. Even if you're not a designer, you can discover animation you can actually use, where you can actually create animations and, of course, collaborate on that animation. And end of the day, ship out those animations and, of course, enjoy the joy of motion in every single design that you have. And of course, everyone asks this question. And anytime we go anywhere, this is the main question we get. I need an animation which is small in size. I want it to capture attention. I want to be engaging. Small in size because that's my dev's going to kill me if it's large in size. Of course, captures attention because that's what the marketing team wants. Engaging because you want sales to come in. And that is why we work on this amazing fun format called a Lottie. So if anyone is not familiar with a Lottie is actually smaller in size. It is higher in quality. It supports all platforms. It is a JSON-based file format, basically a notebook file format. So it is actually very easy for anyone to edit. Simply, you can open up the file, and developer loves it because he can edit the file. He can make it, resize it to any size he wants to, and it's very easy to use. And of course, today's most downloaded apps actually use Lottie animations. We've got a couple of examples out there, and we're just going to show you guys as well. So Disney now actually uses Lottie animations to actually provide a dynamic experience. Basically, they used it to showcase how amazing and fun their products are just by using Lottie animations. Headspace, of course, we already showed an example. They use it to set we call an environment for them, like a very cozy environment just using Lottie animation, and use these animations to express themselves also in a way that people can easily understand what to do and actions that you can actually take. If you are familiar with Spotify uses it for storytelling. Every year for year in music, they use a lot of animations as well to actually build in and to make a very engaging website. Of course, we already showed X. X uses it for micro interactions. We have this company from Korea who uses it for onboarding journeys as well, so easy to onboard users to their application. Some use it for navigation. This is from Settle, Malaysia. And of course, Headspace setting up the mood. And also we can use it for loading a progress stage like Toss in Korea. This is very well to actually give an idea for the user that certain things are happening in the background. And today, I'm going to actually teach you guys how to make a very cool wave animation using Figma Lottie. And of course, if you guys are interested to learn why top companies are using motion, feel free to scan that QR code. I also put and if you can put in the case studies link in the chat, I think then you can just look into it afterwards as well. And of course, you might be asking this, there are many tools out there to create animation, but we want to tell you guys why LottieFiles is the coolest out of all of them. Simple brand. So we make it easy for you to create, collaborate, and of course ship out animations. This is what we always try to do. We want to make sure that the entire workflow is easy, and we're going to show this out today as well. And how we make this easy is, so imagine all these cool tools that you have: Figma, After Effects, Webflow, Framer, you name it. The cool thing about us is we got all of this covered. Every single tool, every one of your favorite tools out there, we have a way that you can actually use them. How? For example, let's say you want to design something. We have a way you can create it, whether it be After Effects, whether it be on Figma, or even Canva. We have a way for you to actually use it. And if you don't want to create an animation, we have a free to use web-based tool called Lottie Creator, which you can actually open up for free and just start using it to make animations on the go. And that is. And here's the thing. Some of you might be thinking, well, I don't have motion design skills. Oh, I don't even want to go into motion design skills. Don't worry about that. We have a free and ready to use library with over 100,000 plus free animations. You can go to LottieFiles.com, search for any of these animations. It's all free, no royalties, no copyright. Just download it and start using on your products and just make it happen. And of course, once you're done, this is something that we're going to show you guys as well, that we have a platform where you can actually edit animations, you can optimize those files, you can review, do reviews, do feedback with your team. And of course, once you're ready, we have multiple ways you can do a handoff. And for the handoff, we make it even easier as well. We have embeds and plugins for all these cool tools out there. I'm going to show you guys how you can actually embed a lot of animation on Framer pretty easily today. And we have libraries as well, open source libraries, iOS libraries, and Android libraries, just to make it easy for the developer to come in and actually do it for you. So that's enough for, I guess, the talking part. Let's actually get started and get you guys into this amazing workshop. So I'm going to reshare my screen. I'm also going to reshare a file very quickly. All right, can you guys see my screen? No, it's okay, right?
Yes, we can see it.
All right, let me share this with my board. So you guys can come in and have some fun. So we have a way. What if I tell you that we have the easiest way that you can create an animation? And it is actually through one of your favorite design tools, which is Figma. So what actually you can do with Figma Lottie is, so I'm going to show you guys how the plugin itself works. So let's say you want to add an animation to your prototype. Let's say you want to find, I don't know, a coffee animation, because it's 12:20 a.m. with where me and Adi are, and we kind of need that coffee to stay awake. So I'm just taking coffee right now. You can actually click this, click the animation, and you can actually insert it to your prototypes. That easy. You can also, if you have private animations, you can also access your private workspace. And of course, this is where the magic happens, export logic. So how we make animations within Figma is pretty simple. So let's say you want to create a single frame animation. Let's say you don't have the design skills to create multiple stuff, and you just want to work on that one animation. So what you can actually do is you can click the animation. Let me click the frame and press export to Lottie. And there you go. Oh, we need a background color. See, okay, that no worry, we got it covered as well. So as you can see, you have multiple ways you can animate a single frame. You can rotate, pulse, but of course we want to make it a little bit cooler with this. I'm going to select trim path. And there you go, your fingerprint animation done with trim path in a few seconds. And not only that, you can have controls as well. Let's say I want it to load a little bit slower. 500, I can put it 500, or I can put it 200. And once I'm done, I can make it even sequential as well, parallel. And once I'm done, I can actually save it to my workspace and start using. So the other way is, of course, you can use multiple frames. So I'm not going to use this one. I'm going to probably show you guys another example up here. So let's say you want to create a simple animation, but you have an idea of where you want to start. So you want to have this box, and you kind of want to know how you, let's say you want to make a confirmation button right here. Right. So what you know that you want to start it off in a certain way, so you can actually create the box. And the cool thing about Figma body is actually gradients are split. And like, let me just see if I can do something quickly. There you go. And text is also supported. So you can actually add the text. And what you need to just do is just play around with it. So for example, let's say change the text a little bit and change the color. And of course, I want it to come back to this single frame. So what you can actually do is select all the frames, go to export to Lottie, open the plugin, export to Lottie, and there you go. Animation done. That easy. Just a few frames, and of course you can start moving around. And there you go. Animation, simple animation done in just a few seconds. And the thing about the entire thing is you can also do toggles, which is one of the most requested animations out there. And of course, you can mix it up. You can like make multiple components and mix it up in one animation and actually make a very cool animation. So for example, here, we have a house animation, we have a wave animation, and of course, we have a sun animation here. And what you can actually do is mix them all up into one file. So in this file, you have the sun animation, the house animation. You can actually go to the plugin and you can make prototype. And when you play, there you go. You have three animations in one actually playing together. And you can actually make a lot of cool stuff with the entire thing. For example, if you want to take it really, really far, this is actually from one of our yeah, this is actually from one of our evangelists who made this one. So he actually mixed it up and want to recreate what DK. If you, I guess, are not familiar, we have a guy called DK who is in Korea. He's an amazing guy, makes an amazing animation, and you can actually make animations like this as well using multivariate components. As simple as this. So today, what I'm going to show you guys is a simple, cool way that you can make a simple toggle button using all these shapes out here. Just using these shapes, we're going to make a simple day to night toggle button. I would love you guys to actually join in and actually try it out with me. So basically, I've already made this. Let's just see. Let's show you guys how how it looked like at the end of the day. Yep. So that would look like, and we're gonna recreate this now. If you guys want to join in, let me share the file again. Just feel free to come in. And that's actually recreated animation together. So how we create these animations pretty simple. So what you do is you create a frame. And of course, you make a basis as a start. So for example, here, I'm going to add this rectangle. And then, of course, we make, of course, the basic stuff for this entire thing, which is, of course, you put the rectangle for some rounded corners, a circle. Let's put simple colors here. The basis of this toggle button, of course, you change the shape. And then you know where you want to start, you want to wait to end. Some stage. There you go. So the basis is you know where you want to start, which is basically you want the circle to be on the left, and of course you want the toggle to end on the right. So there you go. This is the basis of how you can actually start. And of course, once you want to add some more stuff, once you have a base for the entire animation, you can start actually adding some cool stuff to actually make it, more defined. So in this case, let's add some shapes to the set. So, all right, now we have the shape. So one thing about Figma Commodity is that, oh, I have someone. So one thing about Figma Commodity is the layer. A tip that we always give is that you have to make sure that um, you either have the layers named in a very specific way, so that when it goes from frame to frame, the layer names do match, so that Figma is able to pick up. So for example, here you have 2834, and then you have 2834. So this actually allows Figma to understand that each frame, these are the layers which are being animated. So they understand that this is where this shape here should actually go to here. So naming convention is actually very important on Figma model. So now I think we probably have a bit of sorry, let's put this here. Yeah, there you go. So now we got a little bit of shape on. Let's actually make a bit of a cloud. And so you can even group shapes, and this will still work as well. I'm going to group that cloud. I'm just going to add it here. Maybe copy this and actually add here. Here. And again, copy and add here. So now you probably will see some clouds in action. There you go. And of course, if you want to add some stars, can be done as well. I'm simply gonna borrow some stars here, but just for the sake of time, I'm just gonna borrow these stars here. And that will edit out. So you can actually make, we kind of want to make these stars come from the top and actually go into the bottom. Of course, the easiest way would be put the stars up here, copy, add to this frame, and just add to the frame. And put it back up. So now you see the stars coming in, the stars going out. And also you might be thinking, wait, if I remove the white layer, I'm not gonna, I'm probably gonna see the stars in the background. So what the plugin also does support is mask as well. So if you want to add some mask, what you have to do is so you can actually choose it there, copy, it's a mask, and you can do the exact same thing with the other layers as well, so that you have the naming convention correct. There you go. Now you have a day to night animation of the top for the toggle button. And now you might be thinking, okay, I want more controls over this. How do I actually put more controls? So what you can actually do is you can use a smart animate function to actually add some more controls to it. You can use a preset, or you can even go for a still here as well. And when you do that, there. You can actually take photo. And there you go. You got a little bit more control of your animation, and you can actually make a very nice production ready animation, which you can actually use for your products. Now, I'm gonna give some time. I see that some of you guys are actually trying to make an animation out of this. I'm gonna give you some time. But if you guys have any question, of course, feel free to use cursor chat and just say hi or just try out something and just let me know like if you guys try any problems. And yeah, that's for the next 5 to 10 minutes. Let's try some cool animations and let's see what you guys come up with. Oh. If you guys want any more examples, I have some examples of toggles that are from our community. Let me show you guys well. So you can even create stuff like this as well. It's pretty simple. Just by adding a few shapes and putting some math, you can try it out. You can do like these basketball animations as well. And, and yeah, you can make it a simple toggle button as well. See, I'm kind of observing what everyone's doing. Let me know if you guys have any questions. We have a couple people in the board right now. I see the Dream's actually making sunrise, sunset animation as well. I'm actually going to show you guys how we can make a wave animation as well after a few minutes. Actually, if you want the stars to rise up from, from here, what you can actually do is you can actually put these stars into your sunrise file. Maybe put it below the ocean. And what you can actually do is if you publish it, like, export it now, you would actually have the stars coming out of the ocean and, into the file.
Actually, this is what I wanted to do. So thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You can put it, I mean, even you can put them, down there. I mean, if you put it here, so again, it kind of goes down to that whole, file. So shape naming convention. So if you
Mhm,
have the file in the entire thing, and if you have it in both frames, that's how Figma actually reads the file. So
mhm,
when you have it in both files, what happens is you can actually get the sunrise to come up and sunrise go down. And
mhm.
in this case, if you put the sun in the sunset and actually make it go down, say yeah, below the ocean. Oh, let's correct this. Yeah, you need to make sure that this is also below the wave file. Right now, yeah, there you go. Sunrise, sunset, very quickly.
Just made it 10 times better.
So it's all about that layering. So just have to make sure that it matches the layer on everything. So that's why we always start with one frame as a reference, and then we
Mhm,
keep doing it so that you have all the stuff that you have already used in
mhm,
the entire thing, and then you go step by step, and you keep adding stuff to the animation.
mhm, mhm. Okay.
All right, I see there are a couple of guys who are creating some stuff. Some cool things going on here as well. All right, let's check it out. I feel that I really don't mind. It's pretty cool. All right. While you guys are like doing your stuff, I'll show you guys another cool trick. Imagine if you can create um a wave animation with just 2 frames. Imagine creating something like this with just 2 frames. No After Effects required, right? I'll show you guys how you can actually do this step by step. And because right now, I'm kind of looking for an animation which I can actually put it here. So now I'm going to show you guys how we can create like something really cool like this, and how LottieFiles actually helps you to collaborate and of course implement that animation now really easily. So first I have to create this, right? So I already pre-made these 3 shapes so that it will be easy for me. Just copy this and I'll just go here and paste these 3. Right. So you can actually make a just make a circle. Put this circle in. And then we also add this as well. Let me just not include that circle at all. Just put this one circle. So I'm gonna make a mask here, and I'm gonna add this page to this file. There we go. So if you are already a motion designer, one of the things that you will start realizing is that this is the concepts of Figma and Lottie are kind of similar to After Effects, but it's just a little bit easier. It's all about just doing it frame by frame. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this frame. So I've actually added the 2 wave files here. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna move those files a little bit so it looks like the water is rising up. So what we're gonna do is go file here, and I'm just gonna move it from left to right. Maybe there's this file here. I'll also move it left to right. And what's going to happen is it's going to give that illusion that there is a wave happening. And there's a wave filling, I mean, the water is filling up the entire circle. There you go. But it's kind of fast right now, but don't worry, we can fix this. I'm just going to even change the color a little bit. Dark. Same for this file here as well. And then if you want a little bit for control, of course, you can make it a prototype. And then you can actually start making it happen. So now I'm just rename this as wave 2. We're going to open the plugin. There you go. Now we got this nice loading animation done just in a few seconds. And of course, once you're done, this is where this magic starts happening. This small circle. All right, there we go. We say the color goes to a lighter blue. All right. So once this is done, what you can do is you can open the plugin. Here, choose the prototype. And then you can actually save it to your workspace to start actually using on your products. So in this case, I am going to my workspace on LottieFiles.com. And all this, again, a lot of people ask us, is this free? Yes, it's free. You don't need to worry about it. We usually get 10 animations where you can actually work on. So don't worry about this. This is entirely free. It's like I am not able to find my file now, but yeah, it's okay. I'll just click here. There you go. And you can just save your file. And once it's added to your workspace, you can actually go to LottieFiles.com. Here. And then, of course, you can go to LottieFiles.com, you can sign up, and then you can start working on your animation on your dashboard. So the dashboard is, of course, where all this magic happens. You can actually arrange your files, you can even download files. In this case, since I've saved an animation, it's already there, so I can just click the animation and start working on it. So imagine if you're working in a very large team. For example, let's say I'm working with Adi and I just want to make a comment and tell Adi, okay, so I want certain changes to happen. So if you're a product designer, you can actually come here and say, look, I want the blue in let's say a lighter color. And you can actually tag people that you're working with. And then once you tag them, the comment would appear on the right side, and then the person you're working with would actually get a notification. In this case, yeah, here. So I want the blue and lighter color so they actually know what's going on. You can even set up states as well, like it's review. So like now, since it requires review, I'll put it as review. So the entire team knows that there are comments on it, and then you need to go in, check it out, and start doing your review. The other thing is, of course, like let's say suddenly your marketing team decides to do is that they want to change the entire branding colors, and you already have existing animation. You want to check out how it would look like. We have actually a way for you to check out multiple color palettes. You can even do your own color palette as well and start looking into it as well. And the other thing is, of course, if you want to, let's say you already done an animation with someone and you want to make a simple edit. We have where you can edit the animation. You can either edit it on the creator. You can also edit it on the editor as well. But today, I'm not going to do the entire thing. You can even look into it in multiple mockups as well. Simply just put a color to see how your animation will look like. And you can even upload a mockup here as well, and then see how then you can place animation on the mockup and then see how it will look like in real time. So it's easier for you to actually work on that animation. So the last thing is, of course, once you're done, this is the most cool. So let's say animation is okay, it's already done. I'm approving the animation. You can hand this once the developer gets. You can inform the developer that you want to ship out this animation, and there'll be multiple ways for him to actually put this on the product. So, for example, You can download it in multiple file formats. So you have Lottie JSON, or of course you have even a smaller file which is called .lottie. It's like 70 times smaller. Let's say even if he doesn't want to use a Lottie, he doesn't want to use a JSON file, we have GIF, MP4, MOV, WebM, which he can actually download services as well. So the cool thing is like, let's say you are a no code developer, like LottieFiles actually provides you codes from LottieFiles.com itself, which you can use to actually implement this on multiple products. So we have HTML codes, embed URL. We can even get a asset link from the website itself, which allows you to actually input those assets on any LottieFiles embedded products out there as well. So for example, let's say I want to put this on Framer. So I've already made a small, already made like a very small mockup. So what you can actually do is you can go and get the .lottie component from Framer. Simply click the .lottie component, paste the link, and there you go. Done. No need to worry about anything. Maybe you can beside this a little bit and watch it play. There you go. Creation done, collaboration done, implementation done, and you have your animation now in production. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But if you want to try out any of the stuff that we just showed, James, if you can put in maybe you can put in the link for a community file if anyone wants to try it out. We have a community file of multiple animations you can try out. Just feel free to like try it out, take all the animations, it's all free, just try it out, make your own stuff. And of course, these are some inspirations from our community. You can see that there's multiple possibilities that we would love for you guys to really try it out and see what you can create. And we have some good news as well. So we have a creation tool in beta right now, which is called Lottie Creator. There are multiple stuff coming up for it as well. And then of course, we are also exploring AI. So we're pretty excited for that as well. And of course, we have now given over the tools to you guys. So we really want to see what you guys can create. If you are interested to like, post any animations, post it out on Twitter or anything, just tag us. And we would really love to see what you guys can create. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. So if you guys have any questions, now is the time. Feel free to ask and we'll be more than happy to answer. Yeah. Over to you guys.
So I think we don't have any questions. I want to thank you so much, Yaman and Ali, and also James, for introducing LottieFiles into the FOF Beirut, FOF Lebanon, whatever you would like to name it. We enjoyed it a lot, so thank you so much.
No problem. We hope you guys enjoyed it. And helps you guys to become an animator now. Because you can now start with Figma, just start making some cool stuff. And yeah, I'll leave the board that I shared over just for you guys to mess out as well. And yeah, the thing that we want to tell you guys is go break them, please. Because the moment you break them, it gives us a whole new reason why we should come in, start looking into it, start improving, and start making it better for you guys. So just go break them. That's the only thing we want to tell you guys. Find all the errors. Find all the errors. Find all the bugs. Let us know.